Meanwhile, it looks like Soda's in freaking Deadpool and Wolverine's car after it got demolished by Deadpool and
cock
Wolverine.
down there, Soda?
Probably.
It definitely looks like he's having fun.
Ryan Reynolds would love that.
By the way, Soda, you're muted.
Ryan Reynolds' voice. Opposed to Soda, who'd just rather do Ronald Reynolds. Oh. Welcome to Laggin Out Live. We are your hostess with the mostest. We are here with Chieftain, Hero, and Soda Pop, and our special guest today is the one and only Mariner.
Hello.
And as you can see, we are twins. So we got our twin.
Although his is bigger.
Yeah. It's just a target for all the haters. For us here on Lagging Out Live here. So we're here every Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and the very few people that are in our central time zone, we are at 7 p.m.
Can you hear me now?
That is 6 p.m.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Chieftain's talking.
Oh, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Continue, sir. He's got a Yankees hat on. That's enough said.
Is that a hat or a visor?
It's a visor.
It's my... I specially got this for my Jeep when I put the top down. Just the way I like my women, topless. I like on my Jeeps.
Whoa.
Hey-o.
All right. Hey. Good job.
Ahoy, 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 ahoy.
Oi. Oi there.
Oi. Oi,
So
oi.
as you can see, we have many topics. And if you're new, the topics are right above our heads there. Just like a cable news station, but more entertaining and probably more accurate with our news reporting. Definitely more accurate than Angry Joe because he's a piece of shit. But so keep on going to that page, motherfuckers. Let's try to get that to 20,000. So we're here. So you can see my bad masking job on the Predator with a lot of holes in the.
They didn't give you a lot to work with on that.
All right.
I'll be honest.
It looks like a Riri version of Whoopi Goldberg right there on the left hand side.
I'm gonna be
My
completely
baby's mama.
honest. It's probably wow.
Fuck that
I'd
guy.
give you 5 if I were with you, sir. I'm gonna be honest. Your work there looks a lot better than the work we saw from the Disney rendition.
Right. So first things first, so that way we don't get sued. We're gonna do our PSA as we have a special voiceover to do it. The Mariner's pirate voiceover, since Mariner is here today.
All right, you lily-livered landlubbers, listen up. The preceding content is intended for mature audiences. Opinions and views expressed on the live are not necessarily those of Laggin Out Entertainment, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, or any of its sponsors or advertisers. Viewer discretion is advised, and if you don't like it, you can walk the plank. Prepare to dive!
Oh, I forgot that part.
He did a better job than Milli Vanilli.
Right?
Or Ashley Simpson.
Britney
Or Whoopi
Spears.
Goldberg.
I remember that one, yeah.
And of course,
Leave
we don't
Britney
need your
alone.
money. We just need word of mouth to get more popular.
Give us some fucking money.
Well, I guess you
Has
can
to
do
put
that
words
too.
in your mouth.
Yes.
Sure, it's
Also,
about.
we have the $1 Million Man if you want to donate. Everybody's
Audio's really
got a
not
price.
coming through the Zoom.
It's coming through the live.
Right. So
they
I'll
can
hear it on
but
playback.
but Zoom sucks monkey balls when it for some of the sound effects they don't run
Yeah.
through
Yeah.
Zoom for some reason. But thank you for bringing it up to everybody watching the live, Mariner. What professionalism we have here.
You're the one.
Live.
You're the one that allowed myself to invite myself onto the show. So
He's not wrong there. So.
Allowed myself to invite myself on this show. Stop using words that confuse me.
Hey, good.
Anything more
oh,
than a syllable, forget it.
Gazoo!
The great Kazoo is here.
Guess who else is here? Guess who else is here?
Maya's here. Heroes
Mega Kitty's
here.
here.
Ah,
Edie.
she's like,
She
her head
may
disappeared
be
for a
going
second
to the
there.
vet tomorrow.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, she's like, no.
That ain't fucking happening.
You don't get a choice in the matter.
I'll be right back. I gotta check on my daughter.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
That means
Is
there's
that a
silence.
colloquialism for taking a shit?
Yes.
No. She probably...
Okay. So we haven't done...
He probably
Guys,
can't
we
hear
haven't
her,
done
so
this in
that's
a
worrisome.
while.
What's that?
Uh-oh, Hero's
Hello,
chair.
everybody.
Uh-oh.
Hero's chair. I know I'm not on camera, but I'm here out in Screen Left land. And I just want to thank everyone with the live and thank you for supporting Chieftain Hero and Soda Pop TV. And we all love Mariner. He's on Thursday, 7:30 on this channel. And then he has his own channel called Deep Dive Gaming. So you want to make sure you check out the very sexy The Mariner there as well. I have been Hero's chair.
Ding, 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 ding.
Thank you,
ding.
Hero's Chair. Moving on to our next thing here, where everyone tells me, that doesn't look like you. Yeah, it's not supposed to fucking look like me. It's
Just
the
like you.
version of me that I wish I looked like, kind of a little bit of Latino. Like maybe I would have been deported to El Salvador if I looked like this. I don't know. But
Whoa,
you wanna buy
dude.
those you want to get those shirts that are 25% off, and you can
Hell
get
yeah.
Hero Soda Pop or myself, and showing it right there. Up, he's got all of them. He's like a biggest. Look at that. Look at that sexy beast right there. Look at that.
Dang.
Ooh, the chieftain one too. That's the best one. It says, "I'm the chieftain, bitch." Read
First
the
time
blog.
I've seen a chieftain. Oh, shit.
That's the one and only one that's ever been sold. And we appreciate Mariner for that. Thank you, Mariner.
Thanks, Darren Dale.
Never give me
That's
something
here.
to collect.
All our buddies and pals.
I was
Oh,
ordering
it's
some,
not enough.
some stickers the
forget-
other day.
Check out the Mariner on Thursday, 7:30.
Yes. Join us for some satisfactory gameplay on Satisfactory.
Yes.
I'd like to add to your little comment. I disagree, Chieftain. You don't look like you would get deported to El Salvador. You look like you would get deported to Sicily.
Whoa. Racist.
Desgraciad.
That's it.
I
We've
mean,
got a new
That's
we've got a
the
new
other
channel.
question.
We've got a
That's
new
another
channel
question.
option.
Oh, there you go.
The Angry Sicilian.
Angry
Yes.
Sicilian. I got a question about that though, Chieftain.
All right.
Since MS-13 gang membership qualifies for deportation, would you be a member of the Chicago mob and get automatically deported to Sicily?
Well, the mob, first of all, does not exist. So that would be a no. Number two, I'm not living in Chicago. I lived in New York. Chicago is a wannabe New York with their pizza and
Wow.
their city. I said what I fucking said. Sorry, Tyrann Death. I said what I said.
Look, that's two people that would disagree with you. Chicago
I don't give a
deep
shit if
dish
you
is
disagree with
amazing.
me or not. This is a documented fact.
Sadly, I like
Now,
New York
if you're
pizza
if
better.
you're in your little world of like false narratives and bullshit, then yeah, you can believe it. But your feelings does get away with facts, even though the words are trying to come out of my mouth very
Get it out,
choppily,
dude.
and I cannot speak good tonight for some strange fucking reason.
It's okay to be wrong sometimes, Chieftain.
Yeah, but tonight that's not going to happen. Moving on.
I'm okay with not thinking emotionally and debating emotionally either. Just because I like Chicago deep dish doesn't mean that it's invalidates your love for New York pizza or New York
I
style.
know
Oh,
it doesn't
you Rogue
invalidate it.
Penguin
Hello,
in
Rogue
the
Penguin.
shots.
Rogue Penguin's still healing from her eye surgery. We love her and make sure she heals very quickly. I actually got a text message from her. I won't be able to make it. We knew that.
By the way, I've been dying to ask this for like 3 weeks. How many fingers am I holding up?
One more time.
They one in the middle.
How many am I holding up? But yeah, let's see. We're gonna do the giveaway. 5 entries this Friday. So if you have friends, you have enemies, you have people that can't stand us, but you have people that love us at the same time, make sure they come by tonight and see if we give out 5 random subs. Make sure they're following, and they could win a sub from the very rich and powerful Soda Pop TV.
Wait, I'm paying for these? I didn't hear that in the meeting. What the fuck?
Well, you gotta do something during the stream.
That's true.
Chief needs a.
I've been rare form today. I've been in rare form this week.
That's good.
I don't need to cut back on anything, motherfucker. I'm dropping weight. Like, I look in the mirror and I said, I would almost do me at this point.
Almost?
Almost. You know, I'm shaved down from the waist down, from my toes
the
to my
last
waist.
qualifier for that
like
would
a skunk
mean
ape.
the last qualifier for him to be able to do himself is he would, kind of have to be gay for that.
It's not gay if it's yourself. Remember we had this discussion with the stormtroopers?
Oh yeah, that's true. That's just self-sex.
the clone troopers.
If you had a clone with
yourself,
yourself,
is it masturbation or incest?
I think it'd be called self-cest at that point.
Yeah. It's just loving oneself.
A little too much.
Yes.
I mean,
that's the only thing I'm getting lately anyway. My hand never says no. Moving on.
EMI.
Firebird Munitions, owned by the very rich and powerful Hero.
Oh, dude.
Hey!
So go ahead and do the read, Mr. Hero, sir.
It's less of a read and more of an off-the-cuff kind of thing, because I never planned anything for this.
We know.
So,
try to keep it under 5 minutes.
Easy. Challenge accepted. Hey, so I am the owner of Firebird Munitions. I am selling defensive gear currently. Prime example, brand new product just arrived. This would happen to be the Byrna compact launcher. It fires a nice 61 caliber pellet.
Pull the trigger.
Let's not.
Damn it.
In the
that would be good clip.
Pellet. This right here happens to be the kind filled with tear gas. It works.
Oh, shit.
I know this personally.
Oh, it hurts.
It works. I know it personally.
His wife shot him the other day.
Is that the new demo review video that you need to send me?
Yeah, I will do a demo video. The other one that you witnessed, Mr. Mariner.
Thank you.
Is still in production, courtesy of this fine, sexy guy that was just dancing on my face. He said that he would be willing to help me out with it. So the reason I know that this tear gas pellet works very well is I unloaded a magazine, and the magazines are spring loaded. So without realizing it, a bunch of the pellets sprayed all over the place, and one smashed into my ice shaker cup or bottle.
Lord.
And it split open ever so slightly, and it sprayed powder a little bit, and it filled my entire bedroom.
Ooh,
wow.
I bet your wife was sleeping on the couch that night, or you
No,
were.
it was actually such a small break on the seal of the pellet that it was barely noticeable. It took me 5 minutes to realize which pellet had been open, and I was able to squeeze it the rest of the way shut without breaking it. And when I found it, and she's like, "Did you find it?" I was like, "Yeah, I think this one was it." She's like, "Good, get the fuck out of our house with it."
Right.
So I took it outside to dispose of it. After the source was sealed, it took a good several minutes for the effects to wear off. But if somebody were to actually be hit with it, the marketing material says that they will be affected for 45 minutes by one full dispersal.
Good Lord.
So, yeah, they work. They're awesome.
That's
what I'm currently selling.
Do they work on the neighbor's cats?
Do the stat effects stack?
I would assume so, actually. There's also pepper rounds. So it's actual pepper spray and not tear gas, which apparently there's a very fundamental difference that I did not know about. Although the chemical in the tear gas rounds is OC gas and CS gas. So, yeah.
All right, there we go. That wasn't
Sorry,
under
I
5
didn't know
minutes.
that was all part of the read. I thought we were discussing, sir.
Thank you to our Nitro boosters, Soda, Prophet, Mariner, Stormwolf Song, Penguin, Lemonly, Ezreal, Tyrann, Deathburn, Soul, Kiori, Hero, and Kimmy. Thank
Yeah,
you
That
man.
guys.
was
We
Miss
appreciate
Kimmy, or
you.
are you on the last name basis now?
Who is?
Kimmy.
Miss Kimmy? I thought it was Miss Kimmy.
Oh, well, it just said Kimmy up there, so. Miss Kimmy. I should be more. She doesn't like Miss Kimmy because it sounds like a dominatrix, so I just call her Kimmy.
Oh, she doesn't want to be a dummy mommy?
Wow.
She could
As
qualify
far as
for
you
it,
know,
honestly.
no. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. No, just joking aside, no. It's like, but your name is Miss Kimmy. I'm like, yeah, but when someone says it, it's weird. I'm like, all right. Let's see. Trivia brought to you by Ferguson Brothers Cards. Make sure you check out Ferguson Brothers Cards on eBay and Instagram under Ferguson Brothers Cards. Also, go to FergusonBrothersCards.com. See, that's how you do a read. Cards.
Actually, FB cards.
Unused dildos, works of art.
Are you sure they're unused?
Well, that's what he tells me.
I mean,
ooh, dangerous.
Ooh.
Yes. My toys don't look like their toys.
Now, if you want me to do an actual read, I can definitely keep that reasonable. But when I'm doing it off the cuff, I'm doing a full-blown ad.
I think we're going to need to write him
it.
something.
I can write me something. I just need to sit down and actually write it.
What mobile game is the grandma? Wait, what mobile game is the grandma is arrested for murdering for her husband?
I don't know if we grammar checked that or not.
She said she grammar checked it. I think she pulled it as a trivia from somewhere, and it was verbatim.
Okay. So what mobile game is the grandma arrested for murdering her husband? Merge Mansion, A. Gardenscapes, B. Or C, Raid, Shadow Legends.
Gotta be Raid.
I'm not even sure of context of this one, so I'm stumped. I'm sorry.
I'm going to say either A or B, because, yeah, C seems like it's the wrong genre.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Trick question.
Unless their ads for Raid Shadow Legends are completely misleading.
It could be what do you call it? One of their things they do every couple weeks or whatever. Grandma's fucking creepy. Alrighty. All grandmas are creepy, right?
I suppose it depends on the day.
Getting my mind work.
Okay, here we go. Our first topic of the day. YouTuber fights to save games. Ross Scott, the creator behind YouTube channel Accursed Farms, has launched a campaign to prevent video game publishers from destroying games they've already sold to customers. So the context here, from my understanding, which I'll probably get corrected by Hero for, or somebody else, but my interpretation of this is that when you bought the video game and you're playing it online, you own the game, but they're not going to have that offline availability. It's in a server somewhere, so they're shutting it down, and you're screwed out of that money. Now, there's a huge argument between that. Is that something that you're expected? Is that something in the fine writing when you buy the game? Or is it something they're just saying, fuck you, you need to buy it again in another format? Or we're just completely destroying the game because we don't want to put the services there. So am I accurate? Am I really close to this, or am I completely far off, guys?
I would argue that you're very, 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 very close to spot on.
Okay.
The devil's in the details.
The devil's in the details. That's a nice way of saying you're almost right, Chieftain.
You've got it mostly right, and I don't even think that it's enough to really complain about. So this guy, he's trying to create basically a group to effectively get together, and ultimately at the end, their end state that they want to be at is to sue major game publishers for taking down servers and causing games that are existing in the modern era to go offline. Um, so basically, at this point in time, the majority of games that are out there are somehow stuck with an umbilical cord to the internet. And if the internet's not available, people can't play those games. And by the same token, if they decide to take the servers offline for these games, even if you own the game and it's not an online exclusive game and it has an offline campaign, these games will cease functioning. So that's his justification for trying to create an organization designed to force game publishers to fix this problem, whether that be stop making it so that games need to be attached to the internet to function, or
That's not going to happen.
stop taking games offline. And we've got lots of conversation we can have here. I'll go ahead and point to freaking arcade cabinets that are functioning now and they're 40, 50 goddamn years old. Like, we're talking Pong, Pac-Man, all these other really old game cabinets, like original game cabinets that are still existing. They're getting rarer and rarer because that hardware doesn't exist anymore,
Right.
or isn't being produced anymore, but they still function. And I think that's a good thing to kind of use as a prime example of, you buy your game, it's yours. It'll work until it breaks down. Versus this online service crap that when the server goes offline, that's it. Or what was that? What was that racing game that got shut down a couple of months back?
The Crew.
And yes, The Crew. The game got shut down, and people bought the physical copy. And when that game server went offline, all that was functioning off of that physical copy was a demo version. And that wasn't an exclusively online multiplayer game.
Right. Yeah.
You cannot expect a game company to hold servers up for 40, 50 years because you like a fucking game. You can't.
No, you can't.
You can't
really
do
can't.
that. It's not really fair.
It's not feasible.
But, yeah,
No.
it's not. But, I mean, the same argument can be made for older technologies being exchanged for new technologies. I bought Star Wars 3 separate times because of media changes. From VHS to DVD to Blu-ray. I mean, I had to do it like 3-4 times just to own the fucking thing.
5. Then you have to buy the digital copy.
I personally
online.
had 3, but I understand.
Well, one thing is, so like
Laserdisc,
Betamax
if
to
you want to count
VHS,
Laserdisc.
VHS to
Laserdisc.
DVD, DVD to Blu-ray, Blu-ray to 4K HD Blu-ray, and then also streaming. So it's 4 different ways you can have Star Wars.
Yeah. And actually
6 different
watched
ways.
Star Wars on Laserdisc soda in college.
I had
That's why.
Yeah.
I had Jurassic Park on VHS. My dad had it on Laserdisc. Eventually, I got it on DVD. Yeah, I had HD DVD at one point when that standard
Whoa.
existed.
Welcome to the
switched
8-track
over
of the 21st century.
Then they switched from HD DVD to Blu-ray DVD.
Blu-ray won the Media Wars.
Clearly.
We all knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's a
I
whole
didn't
other
know
subject.
Yeah, I didn't know one way or the other, but then again, I wasn't focused on optical formats at the time. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. You can't expect a company, a studio to keep a server up and running in perpetuity forever. I mean, they do because,
YouTube.
they run their services. You've got YouTube. There's servers that are out there running eternally. But
Also, if it's sorry to interrupt, but if a game is old enough, then you can put the entirety of the game onto, like, make a single player mode, put it on the thing and sell that and not have to worry about the server. Just put the entire thing on media these days. It's not hard.
But do they want to do that? No, because that's
Well, no.
going to incur hardware costs. That's going to incur the physical media costs. And then you have that expectation of, oh, do people want a physical copy?
That's why it would
Is
be a
there a
limited
physical
run.
drive? Well, I mean, I get physical drives for everything, but that's because I like my physical copies, and I like my physical copies to be completely devoid of the need to be online to check in so that I can have a game when I'm offline. But, I'm just one guy. But I agree with Chieftain. You can't have that expectation of a server to be up forever with this game up there. I get that. I do understand that. But why are we creating this handicap of needing to be connected to the internet always for you to run this media? What happened to the NES cartridge, the Super Nintendo cartridge, the N64 cartridge, the
Game
GameCube
content,
disc?
the game
Landfill.
content can't be controlled and censored over time to reflect the present day politics. That's why.
I would say that is a valid argument as to why these people are doing this, but that's an emotional knee-jerk reaction on my part because I like to keep the neutrality concept available.
And I like to dip my dick in the soup and say,
Really?
no,
Warm or hot?
you, listen, you dirty whore. You're fucking wrong. That's all there is to it. I'm always right. You don't like it? Boom.
I didn't say I was to stick my dick in soup. You did.
It's the type of cold soup. What's that cold soup that served cold?
I have no clue. Ask Mark.
Revenge?
But soup that's allowed to be a dish
Revenge
served for
is
cold?
a course. What? Let's
A dish
say?
meal.
best
It's a
served
dish.
cold.
Dish served cold. Thank you.
Right, but dish is non-descriptive as to what's in the dish. Could it be
That's
soup?
right.
Could it be stew? Could it be steak?
Loaded.
Gazpacho.
Spaccio. Thank you. Spaccio.
Mafia soup.
Wow. It's fucking racist.
Mafia
I'm
balls.
gonna have to mute Nova Dragon. He's getting a little mouthy tonight.
And this is different from any other day. How?
It's not.
Anyways, I've kind of exposéd on this a little bit. I'd like to say that I feel like you probably alluded to it, but forgot to mention that there is the case that can be made for the fact that there's always in software terms of service that say that this has been sold to you as a limited license.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna
yeah.
gonna always lean on that, saying that
Yeah.
Oh. this isn't actually your property. You can't come after us if it's no longer available. Although that leads me to probably have to go and look up that lawsuit against the crew to see whatever came of that.
Right. Yeah,
If anything came out of that, because this concept, what this guy is trying to sue or trying to get a organization together to sue game companies, that's going to affect this, and that's exactly what they're talking about.
I mean, how many of us in here right now want to play a game that's no longer available to play? Anybody come up with one?
Need for Speed
Besides
Underground.
Mariner, because he's a fucking freak, but
Need for Speed. Okay.
Underground.
I'm just kidding. Mariner, what
Need for Speed
outdated game do you
Underground
want to
was
play?
my favorite one. What?
What game?
Need for Speed Underground.
But you,
The last game did not have traffic. Need for Speed game did not have traffic on the roads while you're trying to race.
that's
Whoever came up
the
with that
whole
idea,
fun, though.
if I ever see them, I'm gonna be like,
I loved.
But there's
Need
still
for
a
Speed.
handful of these games. There's not a ton of them, that I can't think of any that I want to play. That's like, oh, I can't play that game today. You know what I mean? So
in 99% of those games that are not available anymore that I want to play, 99%, I would almost say, venture to say all of those games, they're console games. There's
Yeah.
NES games out there that you could probably not find easily anymore. There's Super Nintendo games out there that you could most definitely not find easily anymore.
Well, yeah, that's why those games are becoming more and more pricey. So
Exactly. And the fact that like these games that are going to go offline, like here's an example. Not saying that I would want anything to do with it, but Concord. That game existed in production for all of a week and a half, almost 2 weeks, and then the servers got shut down.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
all
like
of those
stuff
people
like
got
that,
refunded.
Stuff like that, yeah, it's a special situation. Yeah, there should be a class action suit, and
I agree with that one. 'Cause
that is an exception to the rule.
bullshit.
And I really hope that's not. I really hope I'm right about that, and we don't hear a story in 2 weeks, and we have to talk about this boring fucking topic again, just like exchange the name for somebody else. But I think that's what his intent is here, not that like I want to have games forever. Because games are like marriages. You play them for a while, and then you exchange them for a newer, younger model.
That's not what your Bible says.
After a while, so that's how that shit works. There's no such thing as love. It's just a chemical reaction in your brain. It's just
Kimmy.
familiarity over time.
Kimmy,
I was specifically not going there.
Kimmy.
She would agree with me.
I'm going to go out there and say, nah, I don't think that's what this is about. I definitely think I want my games available forever. I paid money for this game. I paid $70 now in this generation, $80 for my game. It's mine.
Ooh, Miss
You don't
Kimmy
get to
in the
tell me.
chat.
Oh,
Says the never married man.
How many times were you married, Kimmy? That's what I fucking thought. Anyway.
but also, how many times have you bought a blender? And be like, I want to keep my blender forever.
I love my smoothies. I
I'm
make
just
the best
saying.
fucking smoothies.
You want to keep that
this-
blender forever? Like,
I've had the
Yeah,
same
I
blender
love
for the
my-
last like 12 years.
Dude, if you have the balls to come out of your house for more than a day and a half, Soda, I will make you the meanest fucking strawberry smoothie that you've ever had in your life, and you'd be like, this shit's fucking amazing. And then I'm going to tell you, there's 25 grams of protein in there too, bro. And you'd be like,
is it your protein?
Yeah, my protein. No, it's a strawberry protein mix. It's my special salty protein.
But real talk, I'm going to go
I
ahead
didn't
and
even
say,
know Kimmy was in here, to be honest with you, because she was very fucking quiet.
I read it out to you, says the never married man.
Yeah, I know. I saw it. I didn't think she was here because she
Don't
didn't
worry,
tell me.
Kimmy. I haven't been married either. Actually, 3 of the 4 of us haven't. So there you go.
Yeah.
See how that works out.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and point to, I think this guy is making a case for games being available in perpetuity. And I'm going to argue that the solution is to make it so that game developers that are hosting these games on their services provide a patch that will eliminate the need to have to check in to function.
Yeah.
You just need to make it so it's available offline. It doesn't have to be
Right.
hooked to the
That's kinda
goddamn
hard to
umbilical
do.
cord.
That's kind of hard to do when you're playing a multiplayer game. If you're playing like a first person player, like an adventure game or something like that, yeah, I'm on board with you on that. But like the games that I used to like to play were the FPSs and racing games, and those required to play other people, like Mario Kart for not Super Nintendo, was it?
Yeah, Super Nintendo.
Yeah,
Mario Kart was on
I'm trying
Super
to remember.
Nintendo.
That was like mid to late 90s when I was in college, and we'd have those late night drinking sessions
Early
and play.
90s.
What's that?
Early 90s, but yeah.
Not my early 90s were high school, dickhead.
Look, You're talking about a Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo Mario
what was after
Kart.
Super Nintendo? The one with the one with the pointy controller at the bottom.
Oh,
64.
the N64. Okay, so you're
Thank you, N64.
that's
Yeah,
late.
I
night.
apologize, Ed. I apologize. It was the N64, and we played Star
Yeah.
Fox and all that stuff. But you could play that 4-on-4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can race like a motherfucker. I'm good at. I used to be fucking good at racing games. And Dave and Buster's, I had my students. My students took me out to Dave and Buster's after graduation, and we played. Did I tell the story?
Once upon a time, a really long time ago, you were sharking people.
Yeah. So I'm on there. I'm like twice their age, right? And we're playing the game it's like a hang on type of game. It's a motorcycle game where you lean back and you sit on it. And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna smoke Professor Chieftain here. We're gonna destroy him." I was going, "What? Chief doing crack, drinking coke, and playing Twisted Metal on PS2." I didn't like Twisted Metal. I was not a fan of that, believe it or not. But Need for Speed is what I played. But I was on there with the college kids, and they're ahead of me. They're like, they hit all their turbos. They blew their load early, like a typical 20-year-old. And they don't really realize that I was like playing tortoise in the hare with them. So they were at the end. I said, turbo, hit the jump, turbo. And I hit the jump, and I'm looking down on them like this, wrong one. I'm looking down like this. I'm like, and I wasn't even fucking close to like, the fuck? So then I went through like 4 or 5 students, and they're like, how do you keep winning? This is not my first rodeo, guys. But those type of games are very fun. Daytona USA I used to play all the time. And I'd actually not use the stick and still win. Uh-oh.
Oh, he busted out the Cruising USA background.
Oh, that looks like was it Outrun?
California Drift or whatever the heck it's called.
Yeah.
This is Chieftain driving.
That is how I drive, and people make fun of me because I drive slow. 1 in the chat if you drive fast. 2 in the chat if you drive like the speed limit.
Oh, I drive the speed limit most.
Depends on the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and say there's no contest in the discussion when it comes to talking about multiplayer.
Yeah.
You are 100% correct with the multiplayer. That you can't make a case of making it offline unless there is.
Kimmy's got the lead foot. Kazoo follows the laws because he's drunk half the time.
And he's got horses chasing.
Yeah. Mounties. You need to pull over, eh?
See? Why are you being so
Wanted to go
mean?
fast, eh?
Tyrion says there's a 3-way tie in the poll. They don't know the answer. So
yeah, there's only 3 voters. I'm gonna there can be an argument. There was online multiplayer for RTS games that weren't, shackled to servers.
No, but it was shackled to each other.
Yeah.
Speaking of shackled,
the original Halo. No, not the original Halo. It'd be Halo 2 because multiplayer Halo didn't exist online with the Xbox. Xbox 360, Halo 2. The network.
That's wrong. The original Xbox was the original Xbox Live.
Not for Halo multiplayer wasn't online though.
No,
it was Halo 2.
But they did have Xbox Live on the original Xbox.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to get at is Halo 2. The host was one of the people playing in a match. That host was maintaining the session for the multiplayer game.
We have a commenter on YouTube. They said I had options 1 and 2. He goes, I'm assuming your gender. Yes, Oscar Fry. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit the follow button. I tried to beat the high score, the speed limit for that road. That's what he said. I know people like
That's
that.
A good
if you
one.
go to Texas, I think it's like some of them are 80 miles an hour, like the toll roads, Soda.
Yeah,
80? Oh, yeah.
70, 80, yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
80.
I was on a toll road with my roommate. She had a Mustang, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I'm not used to going that quickly in a car. I'm used to going over cars, not passing. But yeah, it's crazy. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish your thought there, Mr. Hero, sir.
But okay, Halo 2 in the network play, one of the people's Xboxes, Xbox 360s, were hosting that game session. So you could make a patch, or the developers could make a patch that didn't have the multiplayer sessions shackled to a server that was hosted by the devs.
Right.
So this is actually this concept is possible, but will
most
they
of the games I
be
worked
willing to?
on, Epic Mickey, you didn't need to have online access for the Wii. I think Madden you can play offline too. The VR game I worked on, Lucky's Tale for the Oculus, you don't need. Oh wait, maybe you do. No, to download it you do, but you can. I think you could play it offline. I'm not sure about that, but there are still some games around that you can do that, but I think he's referring to the more popular ones.
The article that we used as reference didn't specify. To be fair, they didn't really call anything out in particular. They referenced the lawsuit against the developers for the crew. They specifically called out, the sunsetting of different game servers, permanently taking games offline. Another good reference would be the City of Heroes game when
it's like a whole bunch of you guys running around with beards and long hair.
Mm-hmm. Die unknown. but
there's
in
one of
fairness,
you handsome bastards out there with the perfect beard. Look at
But
that
again,
fucking perfect beard. There's no
City of
bald
Heroes.
spots in it. Look at this son of a bitch.
Well,
The only
City of
one's got a
Heroes.
nicer one is him. There's no bald spots, and then there's me.
but
I can't keep
yeah,
that shit straight. Even
they-
my
they-
hair
they-
looks like it's not even, but it is.
yeah.
I just don't. I should put product in. This is just so everybody knows. This is the before I dye the gray on the sides.
But yeah, I'm referencing City of Heroes. They took that game offline years ago, but then somebody somewhere somehow got the license to maintain a private server for City of Heroes. So there you go.
Okay.
If
Still
enough
another
people get
game
together-
could have lived without. I like it. Great game, but you can live without it. You know what I mean?
If
I
you
know
really
you
want
like-
to get down to it, Soda, you could live without video games in general.
I
Just
haven't
saying.
played a video game in months because I haven't had time.
I haven't been playing a lot of anything either, just because nothing's really got my attention lately.
Yeah, and I don't. I told you guys this. Ever since I moved to the PC Master Race, every time my desk represents work to me, and the podcast, which is like the podcast is fun, but it's also work because I'm producing it as well.
I've had more fun playing our jack off game.
Well, I think that's a good thing. Like, I think you like to jack off, so I mean, it kind of relates to that.
Did I say jack off?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rosie Palm and her Five Sisters, I think, is the game that you like to play on your own.
Sorry.
You tried to break your own score.
I don't know how
Mine
that's
last night
possible.
And burned my eye. Moving on.
Kimmy?
Please.
Kimmy?
I'm just going to
People
say,
don't
I
wanna hear
think
that.
this guy
People are
makes
already disgusted by my looks. They don't need to be disgusted by what I do in private.
I think there's a good argument for this. Mariner, what was your thoughts? You didn't really say a whole lot on this one.
Yeah, I was just going to.
It's situational. There are games where they should have made an offline. Like, I do not play multiplayer games that have this much single player content. I play multiplayer. If I have to have a multiplayer game, I want there to be this much single player content and that much multiplayer content. The other argument that I have is older games that had achievements on like Xbox 360 that required multiplayer should not have existed because achievements are supposed to be achievable. And if the game is if the online portion of the game is dead, those are achievements that you cannot get.
Yeah, that's true.
Oscar wants to know for Soda. Soda, are you an MLG Pro jack-offer?
Yes. Retired.
Accurate statement, Hero says. I love using the multi-stream so I can see.
Wait, what did I say?
accurate statement.
That wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
Another hero. That's probably everybody in here. So
Also, Hero, can you put the thumbnail in the YouTube channel for me, please?
I believe I can.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you and what you do for the Jewish people.
Absolutely. It's a pleasure.
Should I move on to the next topic?
Let me put the thumbnail in the... Oops. There we go. Let's see. Is the title in there? No.
Hop out chat.
Yeah, I forgot to do that. We were having so much fun. I forgot. Oh, it actually did it. Never mind. Cool. Not the thumbnail, but the...
Let me see if I can...
If you can't, that's fine. I'll do it in post.
I think I can. I just don't remember how I did it last time. That's all.
can you put the monkey face on him?
The monkey face? Oh, we gotta do that. There are new things now. My friend actually, she does a dead-on Kamala Harris, and she has like this 3D mask that goes on, and the mouth moves and everything like that. It's scary good. One of my friends on TikTok, Bees, she does a dead-on impression of Kamala Harris. She's so talented. She sings in a band. It's one of the coolest chicks ever. Bees the Trap. She's
Hello,
really
bees.
really cool person.
Nice.
I only hang out with the coolest of people on social media.
Lies.
I am a national treasure for gaming. I am a goddamn national treasure. I should have taken a nap today. I fell asleep for 10 minutes, and that's it. I love naps.
I took a nap
I'm
today.
gonna make a shirt that says "I love naps."
That'd be a great shirt.
Have it like a really long, like one of those really long sleep shirts. I love naps.
Yeah. I kind of feel like we've beaten this topic a little bit, but I still want to hear a little bit more of Soda's thoughts, because he kind of
I want to move on to the next topic.
Right.
Yeah, so do I.
Soda, do you want to say something?
I mean, I kind of talked about it already. So
okay, cool. Next up, we have something that we haven't done in a while: Heroes Hard Drive.
Oh no!
That's what's the Heroes Hard Drive. My brain kicks in eventually.
So we have no text.
Why is Chieftain singing in my head? Heroes Hard Drive. Na 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 na
Because
na.
he does that all the time. That's why.
So it was missing.
I can't do that due to copyright issues.
Oh.
They flag us for everything because they fucking hate us because YouTube's a bunch of fucking cunts.
Well, sorry for giving you extra work, Hero. Hopefully I was out of tune and maybe they
This guy's got 3 eyes. He's like a male Medusa. You're welcome, Kimmy.
Oh, Jesus.
She likes
I guess there was no text on the slide.
Isn't there notes on the slide?
There is notes. I see it.
Ubisoft spying on games.
Yes. So
what the fuck?
Ubisoft's getting sued again.
Imagine that.
Again?
You mean still?
Imagine that.
And this is where Soda says in the production meeting, we're talking about this fucking shit again.
Again.
Yeah, something that we never play, but we're talking about it again.
Well, he complains about stuff like that all the time. Has anybody played this? So we can't talk about the controversy.
I hate women are the 3 things that he says. The 2 things that he says.
All the things that make a successful podcast. Oh, wait.
I hate women, and we're talking about this again in Amber Heard.
Can we talk about Amber Heard?
I hate women.
I feel we got a lot of good content with Amber Heard, though.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. When my dog stepped on a bee. So Ubisoft
she likes vagina.
Yeah. And she got busted on that one. but not in a good way.
But no dude busted on her. Moving on.
Mhm.
Yeah, moving on. So Ubisoft is spying
I'll
on
slap the
gamers
shit
and
out of you.
stealing their data.
They're
So,
stealing
Big
our-
surprise.
They're
I'm
stealing
so
the gold.
shocked.
They're
And it
stealing my
was with-
data.
it's with their latest release, Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Imagine my shock. Oh my.
I know, right? We're all
Oh
like,
no. So they're stealing our DNA for 23andMe. They're stealing our information. The next thing they do is steal our credit card information, our social security numbers, and our firstborn.
And
They
then
have
they're going
all
to sell
those
us all
already.
to China.
Yes. So brush up on your Mandarin, Mariner. Say that 10 times fast.
I could do
I'd-
something
Good
right now,
Lord.
but I think it would be bad. It'd be a bad take. So I'm gonna.
Give us some fucking money.
right.
Yeah. Right? You know what the
So
great
apparently,
but, Hero, before we move on, but you know what the greatest nation is? A donation.
a donation.
So don't forget to drop those biddies, folks, or that super chat. If you are in YouTube and Rumble, make sure you hit that follow button and tell your friends, because this is Laggin' Out Live Fridays, 8 p.m. East. Oh, look at that. We got 100 biddies and a Freddie Mercury looking soda dancing on Hero's face.
With purple hair.
Right. So, yeah. Oh, there we go.
We need
There
more
we go.
money. I need a hooker.
I need a hooker. But yeah, go ahead, Hero.
Fucking
Anyways.
mint.
So they're being sued for 104. No, I'm
Thank
sorry.
you.
That's a $104 million fine coming from the European Union.
Big fucking deal.
How much?
104 million.
Oh.
They're losing money on the tariffs. So they
I'm going to go
Thank
ahead
you,
and
Kimmy.
say that while
Kimmy, Deep Dive, Damon, Soda, and Hero. All hundreds.
Hype train.
Thank
and
you.
that's a hype train.
That's a good friend right there, I'm telling you. That is a good friend. She is a quality friend. We love Kimmy.
Yes. So my thoughts on this is okay. So I would like to see more. This is a slippery slope.
Whoa.
I would like to see more of something like this exact situation happening as a penalty against companies that do shady shit like this in the US. It's a slippery slope, I know, because that means more regulation. But at the same time, you only ever see data privacy being enforced in the European Union. You don't see this this data privacy and stuff like this really. You don't see real actual penalties happening to these companies that have data breaches in the US. You see maybe a class action lawsuit, maybe, but you don't see actual fines or anything that actually happens to them. Oh, here, have this year subscription of LifeLock for free, or your identity
LifeLock.
protection for free.
The fuck?
Yeah,
You know-
I want to get another one of those.
You-
Because
you
I'm
get-
so
you get a-
immensely popular, and anti-Angry Joe people are looking to kill me.
Well, they've got big words.
You know, it's a typical doxing, death threats. You know, the same shit, different day for me.
Yeah. I'm just
That's
gonna
okay.
say,
My 2A protects my 1A. So if they want to fuck around and find out, they'll get the FAFO from Chieftain.
What?
sounds legit.
FAFO,
Just
fuck
make
around, find
sure
out.
Oh, good lord, you and your
make sure you
TikTok
have-
terms.
make sure you're brushing up on that on the skills of that that God invitation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you bow. There might not be a pope, but I'll send you the God.
Chief is an expo.
Yes,
That's a
Chieftain
terrifying
the 11th.
prospect.
I'll be Chieftain the 11th.
The Black Pope.
Oh, like I'll come in, it'll be the Halo theme. It'll be like all video gamed out. Oh, there is no respawn.
The palpal robes, the palpal robes are actually the Master Chief armor.
Yeah. Oh my god. I walk out with a fucking helmet and shit.
The helmet. He's wearing the helmet, and on top of the helmet is the
helmet
Pope hat.
is the puppet hat. Oh my god, I'm going to hell for that.
I'm sorry. I should.
No, it's funny, like the visual, Gazoo. Gazoo, you have homework tonight. Master Chief with a Pope puppet, but it says Chieftain the 11th on there. I forgive you, my son.
Here comes the literal boom.
Come to Catholicism. We have cookies and wafers.
Would be better if it was Doom Guy.
Just when you become Pope, I want to go to the Vatican Library because I know they got some crazy shit in there.
I would go to the Vatican just to do the pilgrimage and like look at. See, I'd like nerd out. I'd go there and like look at the art and shit. People are like, oh, Chieftain likes art. That's fucking nerdy. But yeah, I just want to see it in person because like when you were in school, you see them in books and it doesn't really do it justice. But anyway. And then Chieftain will commission from the Vatican Assassin's Creed, a special Assassin's Creed, but have it called the Vatican. Oh, we got something, right?
Maybe
we might have something there because you can go, but you go through time with each papacy, and you have to maintain the faith, doing like this shady shit, like Nazi gold and shit that they have in the catacombs and like crazy shit. You can do a lot of good stuff with that. I'm just saying. I
think so.
I'm gonna call Grenner and get that shit copyrighted.
Oh, dude,
that would be a good game.
Holy shit!
Lagging
out news break.
Oh, hold on.
Laggin' out news break with
Chieftain
Hero.
is gay.
Courtesy of Foxy Kaori, Grand Theft Auto 6 is now coming May 26th in 2026.
Oh my! A fucking year from now.
Yeah.
I mean, apparently they were trying to get it released a lot earlier. We're very sorry that this is later than you expected. The interest and excitement surrounding the new Grand Theft Auto has been truly humbling for our entire team. Yeah, fucking right. We want to thank you for your support and patience as we work to finish the game.
We don't have the patience. Fuck you.
With every game we've released, the goal has always been to try and exceed your expectations, and Grand Theft Auto 6 is no exception. We hope you understand that we need this extra time to deliver that level of quality you expect and deserve. We look forward to sharing more information with you soon. You know what? This is the kind of expectation I would have for any AAA title, but we have been.
It's like saying, "Hey, baby, I got a 10-inch dick," and you go in there with a 4-incher. That's why you understate. You're like, "Yeah, I'm not really that big." That's kind of like what they're doing there. It's like I'm actually 4 inches, and they find out, "Wow, you're 7. Yay!" I'm just saying hypothetically.
Yeah. Reed, we're not done yet. We still got time. We still got to leave this baby in the oven to cook.
It sounds about right, and that's what I would like to hear a lot more of than just hurry up and get it out. And now you have a half-broke game.
Yeah, but 3 years is a little bit of a long time to develop a game like that. Unless this is a very expansive world like the previous one, which is I'm thinking it's going to be. They better have those titty physics. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm looking for. Them hookers better have them bouncing titties. I'm just saying.
Dude.
You know, some tramp stamps going on. You know, Captain Cornrow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fucked up.
I think there's some subliminal messaging coming from Soda here. He's got a Steamboat Willie background.
Yep.
We've had a conversation actually earlier today, me and him. There's a new, you know how we talked about a while ago that Steamboat Willie is now public domain.
Yeah.
They just did Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey with it. There's a horror movie coming out themed after Steamboat Willie.
Oh, good Lord.
It's called Screamboat, and they have a full trailer out for it now.
That's my mom loves Mickey Mouse. She loves Steamboat Willie and like the all that stuff. She actually has. When I was little, I bought her the Snow White and the clamshell VHS. It's still in the plastic. Like there's like Disney paintings all over the house. But big fan of Mickey Mouse, so I'm not gonna tell her this is happening.
Oh, fair enough.
break her heart.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna send it
But
to her then.
I'm gonna point out
And I will
that
fucking kill you.
Minecraft.
Oh no!
There we go.
Whoa! Hey, Bill.
Oh boy!
That's how much you can tell the it is not copyrighted anymore.
Turn to the side. Does the ears actually? Oh, they wrote. Oh, okay. They do the fix. Here you go. All right.
So I'm gonna also point out that
we
I've seen the
dance.
trailer. I've seen the trailer.
Oh my god.
It looks horrible. On the same level, horrible. Wow.
Mickey fucking. Let's make Mickey twerk. Oh yeah.
Here it comes.
That's actually
Here it
that's
comes.
actually the right size for that scene.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is terrible. So the trailer,
Lagging out has gone off the rails as
Yeah.
per usual.
That's pretty.
Never.
the trailer for Screamboat is so cheesy, so bad. Like you could tell its production level is the same as Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
Oh,
Like,
no.
which was terrible movie by all accounts. And there were people out there that were like on the side of this is so bad, it's hilariously good. And I can tell just
Well,
by
they gotta
watching
go
the
for
trailer.
they gotta go for cheesy. It's a mouse.
Oh my god, it is. It is so fucking cheesy.
Oh, dude.
The
That
cheese
joke by
factor,
Mariner.
Right?
like the cheese factor of this trailer, the vibes I get from it, it's so bad. It's gonna be a cult classic to the extent
They're
of
such fucking dorks.
like Evil Dead.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you get what I'm saying, but I'm trying to articulate that I can see this having a cult following on par with Evil Dead.
You got an over under on that one? This is not the Mario movie. This is not a slam dunk.
It's not. I don't think it's going to be financially that awesome, but there's a lot of movies and games out there that are like they did not financially succeed, but somehow ended up very hugely popular. Again, like Evil
Huge.
Dead.
It's huge.
Evil Dead got really
That was
popular.
a
and it
college
was,
film.
yeah, it was really super popular, but it wasn't like
Groovy.
did it do big dollars? Did it have a big financial draw?
No, and Army of Darkness was a remake of it, which was actually funny too. And then they did Army of Darkness too. But yeah, we actually did one in high school where my buddy was a huge fan of it. We called it, his name was Mark. We called it Army of Markness. And they actually, my friend who actually worked on Tarzan and like a lot of the Disney films, he's the Netflix supervisor or something like that. Like he actually drew him like the lead character and redrew the entire thing, but had my friend Mark in there. It looked exactly like the movie type. It was fucking awesome. Really good illustrator. Mike Greenhalgh, he is awesome. We should have him on the show and interview him about animation and stuff because he is very well accomplished. Like,
I think that
he
would be
puts me
awesome
to
if
fucking
you could
shame.
get a
I think
hold of him.
I had one feature. I think he had like 11. So, and
If
he's
you could make
really
that happen,
gifted.
that would be awesome.
He's a very gifted guy. He's fucking humble as shit too. He's really good. He sat next to me in school. He was so fucking good at like drawing people. I tell my friends about the first figure drawing class I was in, and the guy's name was Dick, and he looked like Popeye's dad, and he was nude, and he would like jump into the pose, and his dick would just like he'd bounce, and his dick would swing back and forth and stop like 3 seconds after he like went into a pose, and he was doing that shit on purpose. I'm like, motherfucker, are you serious? Like, I don't want to draw your dick and it's swinging around, and I got 15 seconds to draw you and it's still swinging. It scarred me. He was fucking 18 years old. I'm like, guy in his 60s posing naked is gross.
Awesome.
Saying it was a flashbacks and shit.
Flaccid backs?
That too.
That's
He was
exact. Like a horse?
fuck, dude. Like big as a baby's arm, I would say.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyways,
guys
yeah,
have all the luck.
we've
Yeah,
run
let's
away
move
from
on
this topic.
to Chieftain's Campers Corner then.
I
That
like
never happened.
Let's do it. Hopefully the sound goes through. I know.
Headphone warning.
I'm the chieftain, bitch. Campers. I'm the chieftain, bitch.
I'm a lot bigger in that than I was in than I am right now. Look a little thicker. I'm sucking in. I still look fat. But yeah, Chieftain's Campers Corner brought to you by your mom. Everybody loves your mom. We're talking about games. Is this it here? Nope. Go back. All right. The question I was proposing to everybody on our Wednesday production meeting was, you know, you have people that play consoles, and then you have people within that context fighting over which console is the best, PlayStation, Xbox, or what's that other one called, Hero? Nintendo, thank you. Those three, and they always fight each other, and of course the PC master race always argues with all the other three and saying, yeah, whatever. But this is an age-old question for everybody. Are mobile gamers actually gamers? If you exclusively, let me preface this with this, if you just play video games on your phone, are you considered a player? My personal opinion is yes, you are. You can play a modified version of a full game on pretty much any modernized phone. I've got a lot of flack from this from bigger influencers like Tara Babcock, who I love to death, but we disagree on this issue. I feel that they are gamers, and even if you're playing Candy Crush to a modified version of Call of Duty, I feel that you're a gamer. There's so many of these games that are being advertised on TV. Big celebrities are really pushing these games. I say, and I feel I make a strong argument for this, is that they are gamers. So I'm going to pitch this to the chat. You guys in there can discuss amongst yourselves. I'll give you a subject. I just did. And to these very handsome gentlemen as well. Mariner, we'll go to you first. Now I gave you the parameters in which to answer. So I'm going to say this. Do you think mobile gamers are gamers? Oh, sorry.
Try again, Mariner.
Go ahead, try again, Mariner.
Okay, so there's two tiers of games that I'm putting on mobile devices. There are the ones that are ported over, like you said, that used to be on console or on PC, but they're small enough that they can be played on a phone now. People playing those games are gamers. There's also the concept, there's the time waster games like Candy Crush, Bubble Shooter, or like other games that are just, you just sit there and you go tap, 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 tap. Those are not games, or those are games, but they're not gamer level games.
Right,
there's no
yeah.
technique to them. There's no learning the timing. There's no learning the patterns. There's no strategy or anything like that. And I was actually talking to a coworker today about this very question, because I was like, I need to have another opinion for the show. And he was pretty much in that. He was talking about that, like he didn't realize, because he doesn't play games on mobile, that games have gotten very elaborate these days. There are strategy games, MMORPGs, RPGs, simulation, all the genres you would find on Steam are on mobile now. And so if you're playing those, sure, you're a gamer. But if you're 15 sitting in your dad's car going, no.
Okay. Thank you. That's pretty
No.
That's pretty accurate. Soda.
That was actually kind of what I was going to. Yes, there are many games that I would not put in the, oh, I'm a hardcore gamer, but are you a gamer? Yeah, still, but I mean, there's so many, especially with the advancements in our freaking phones. I mean, you literally can play, I think now Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe 7 on your fucking mobile phone.
Yeah, you can.
It's
There are
crazy.
Monster Hunter version. There are Monster Hunter games for
Yeah,
iPhone
I mean, it's just great. I can't do it. I don't know how
or on
people.
iPhone rather.
I play the normal bullshit on my phone, so I could never play a actual anything that took any kind of I don't want to say skill, but you know what I mean, like time and because I mean we're old. My fucking eyes hurt by the time I get to my phone anyway.
I'm old.
Like a fucking.
Oh, fuck. That hurts my soul.
I mean, it's true though. Like you stare at a computer for 14 hours a day. You don't want to go stare at your phone another 2 hours a day and play whatever the fuck you're playing.
Yeah. Besides, I mean, if you're on your computer, if you're on your phone, you should be on a computer anyways.
Right, exactly. I mean, that's kind of. I mean, I think I play like some kind of DC puzzle quest or some bullshit. That's
yeah.
literally it.
Your
You know,
lighting's
Marvel Puzzle
horrible.
Quest, Magic the Gathering Puzzle Quest. I played the hell out of
it's
that.
cartoon lighting. Fuck you.
It's not cartoon lighting.
It is.
It's
I
garbage human lighting.
I will begrudgingly concede that I believe mobile gamers are gamers.
Give us some fucking money.
You derive entertainment from the game you play on your phone, then you are a gamer. And I only say this begrudgingly because for the longest time, those idle clickers and those poke the screen, freaking Maze Runner, Temple Run, all that
Amazing.
I don't think those are. I don't consider those legitimate video games, but they are games, and they are.
I mean, they're not gonna be like,
obviously-
hey, here I'm a pro now. You're a pro.
Okay.
I'm a pro at Temple Run. You're a pro at Call of Duty. I'm better than you. You know that wouldn't work. You know what I mean? That's not gonna fucking work. You know?
That don't fly. No, I will give you credit where
That
credit is
dog
due.
won't hunt.
Yeah, that dog ain't going
Exactly. 10 years ago, I can
Uh-oh.
say this. Holy fuck. 10 years ago, I had an emulator for the Super Nintendo on my mobile phone, and I was playing Super Nintendo games on my mobile phone.
That'd be
I think
okay.
15 years ago, was it 15? No, that might be a little too far back. Also 10 years ago, I think is accurate to say, there was Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I had it on my phone. I fucking hacked it onto my phone.
Do not come.
And then a little bit later, it actually came out to where you could actually download it on the Play Store if you paid for it.
What an idiot. What an idiot.
Full blown cheats and all. Like
What the fuck?
that was 10 years ago. And now you have Square publishing their Final Fantasies, pretty much all of them up until probably the PS3 era have been put out on both iOS, Apple products, and Android.
So the question was, are mobile gamers gamers?
And my answer, as I said in the beginning, is begrudgingly, yes. If you derive entertainment from it, you're playing a game. Yes.
Yes. So we have 3 yeses and 1 maybe.
Then we had 2 yeses and 2 maybes.
About the
So did I were
chat.
pretty much the
Don't ask
same
me to do
thing.
math or word or speak words.
Hearing Death is agreeing with me and Soda. If it doesn't take actual brain power, no, not a gamer. Idle clickers, the like, no. If it does not take skill to play, then no, not at all.
But what if an idle clicker is
Yeah,
all
but
that
even
you
the
like?
fucking some of the Disney fucking matchmaking
Disney and-
games.
Disney and fucking in the same sentence.
Sounds right.
I mean, hey, I finally watched the new Daredevil last night, and I thank
I'm
God
sorry.
that they what? I liked it, but I am glad they freaking they did not take the violence out
of you.
Did not take the violence out.
Yeah, I'm gonna need help watching that.
From what I hear, they
Daredevil?
didn't put the Daredevil in.
Well, that it was kind of Daredevil restarting is the best way to kind of put the overall plot.
Fucking crazy.
I,
They did put the Punisher in there.
I'm
That was
gonna
awesome.
That's a whole debate for another topic. I declared that Soda should do a review since he's actually seen the show.
Right.
I'll go back to our topic at hand here, and I'll say,
Let's speed run this. We want to get the Jackbox.
yeah, I do
I do
agree
want to
with
jack
Mariner.
off. Yes.
I do
That-
agree
that
with
happens
Mariner
later.
and Soda, but at the same time, this question is difficult for me to concede to because for the longest time I absolutely fucking hated mobile gaming.
It's
Yeah,
definitely
I get it.
it's definitely got nuance.
I was
They're
addicted to
definitely
this puzzle
conditionals.
game. Like I
Puzzle
was,
games will get you. Yeah.
Apparently, we're getting double sound on Chieftain's audio,
Already.
double audio on Chieftain's soundboard. One of the
Prophet's
see
pretty
how.
much saying "fuck you." Oh.
I don't see how that's happening. Testing.
Gazoo even says toddler level gaming.
They don't get games up there. That's why I mean.
Yeah,
I don't know why
we'll
it's
censor
doubling
everything.
over.
Is it still doubling over, Tier?
I'm not getting double here.
Tier and Death. Also, no. I hate people, not gaming. Get it right.
That's why I think I'm coming around on the concept of just building a house in the woods or a fucking compound and then raising the ground up like 14 feet so I have a basement.
There you
and
go.
just have like
I think I have the
moats and
conditional
shit.
force. Never mind. I don't. It doesn't. My point is invalidated. I had a thought, but then it was wrong.
That's
Oh.
unfair, Tier.
My soundboard doubles over when I play the extra shit. Thank you.
Ah.
I got you. Thank you. So if I do this, that would play twice. That's just probably a glitch in the Go XLR stuff. So all right, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll have to
that's
fix that later.
possible. Yeah.
Thank you.
Death, that's an
Thank you,
unfair
mystery
point.
person who told me that.
Also, Tier and Death.
And Tyrion Death. Yeah, I had two people tell me it. One texted me and the other one was there. So I appreciate that.
We are a podcast about gaming that hates gaming.
Well, particular gaming. So Netflix is saving Hollywood.
Ha! To this I say, ha!
Ha! I say ha. So who wants to do the read for this one, guys?
I can do the read. Doesn't look like
All
I'm
right.
going to get to do my topic at this rate.
Yeah, you will. We'll speed run
Okay.
this and it'll get right to yours.
So, where's the notes?
Slide
no notes.
15 of 45.
I got it. Hang on. There we go. Ted Sarandos, the CEO of Netflix, recently shared that his company is saving Hollywood by not releasing films into theaters.
Brilliant.
This is a no.
I'm going to sum up my point really easily because there's so much detail that can be gone into. He's making the argument that people don't want to go to the theaters to watch movies anymore, and there is some merit to that, but recent successes will argue otherwise.
Daredevil versus Wolverine is a big one.
Daredevil? Deadpool?
Yeah,
Deadpool, thank you.
Oh.
Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Deadpool X Wolverine, or Deadpool Wolverine. whatever the
One
name
of
the
those.
movie is.
Somewhere in there.
Yeah.
One of
Godzilla
those-
Godzilla minus
Minecraft
one.
movie. Godzilla minus one, the Minecraft movie. There was a period during the COVID bullshit. We can say that now, by the way, because free speech.
Was.
The during COVID lockdowns, the fucking scandemic and shit, they were doing day and date releases with streaming and movie theaters. There was a Godzilla movie that released during that time. That thing damn near made $1 billion. It didn't quite make $1 billion, but it almost did. And it
Big
was
dick energy.
massively successful.
There are other movies that did day and day releases that completely flopped.
Yeah.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Black Widow. The first thing I thought of was Black Widow. That shows you could have a great set of tits, but still have a movie bomb.
Well, shit, that's their second one for Scarlett Johansson. Lucy also bombed.
Yeah, that's true. I like Scarlett. That wasn't her fucking fault either.
Lucy.
Neither of them were her fault.
Lucy.
Neither of them were
Lucy,
her fault.
I liked Lucy. It was a weird movie, like very thought provoking, very sci-fi and kind of loopy and drug induced.
It's the only movie I've ever walked out on.
Really?
Yeah,
I liked it.
There was like the whole 10% of your brain concept has been debunked for years.
Well, yeah,
she was developing powers that had nothing to do with anything other than visually looking cool, like the whole seeing the data streams from the satellites or from the phones. No, that's not how that works. Also, like all of a sudden she has magical fighting abilities. No. And then
I agree with all of that, but I thought
at the end she downloads herself into a USB stick. There's nothing about that movie that made any sense.
You're not wrong.
You're talking about loads and Scarlett Johansson, and that's all I heard.
Yeah.
But anyways,
doesn't surprise me. Jock brain.
The point is
whether she's a redhead or a blonde, it's two red flags.
There's movies that prove the rule, and there's movies that disprove the rule.
Yeah,
so
like
the only thing that matters, and this is giving the people what they want. People wanted a Minecraft film. It didn't matter that the writing was horrible. It was a Minecraft film. People want Godzilla
the writing
films.
was bad, but I enjoyed it. I'm not going to deny that.
Look at Jurassic Park. They haven't had a good movie in decades. Well, I mean, some people would argue I didn't mind Jurassic World, Bryce Dallas Howard, but there are people who hated that movie, but it did really well. Jurassic Park does really well no matter where it is because people want dinosaurs. So if you give people what they want, they'll go to the theater. Sure, there may be a small margin of people who would prefer their in-home entertainment center with 5.1 surround sound and 76-inch monitor or TV with the popcorn and I understand that argument because there are advantages to in-home viewing. There's like a pause button. Get up to go to the bathroom. Oh, you're out of popcorn. Pause. Go get more popcorn. Go to the bathroom. You missed a line because too much was going on. You can rewind 5 seconds and play it over again. There are advantages. But the main problem is the time from when the movie releases in theater to when they're putting it on streaming. It's that long. People don't want to go to the theater for bad films when they can wait 45 days or 30 days, sometimes 15 days, and just rent it on their home entertainment system rather than going out to the theater and spending 3 times as much.
Right. The whole thing that going to the movies is that the places that offer those films are not making money off those films. The company gets it straight. The concessions is where they make the money. So instead of just watching it at home and paying for it once and having 4 people over and watch it, they can make more money there by paying for 4 tickets, and then they go there, get the popcorn and the whole soda, and like not the soda.
You can't get me. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, not that soda.
That's
not
extra.
Not the pre-diabetic soda down there, but the real soda that you drink. Not him. There's no way to get out of this. Help me. Fucking help me. I'm
No,
stuck in a
you're
loop.
fucked.
I'm so fucked right now. But yeah, I agree with Mariner wholeheartedly with that concept.
Profit. To answer that question, how much did it cost to watch a movie digitally at home during Rona?
First of all,
Depended
we're
on
not
where you
answering
rented
your
it
fucking
from.
Wait. We're not. Fuck you, Prophet. You haven't been here for months. You have to wait now, you bitch. No, just kidding. Welcome back, Prophet. Go ahead, Hero. Sorry. Haven't seen him in a while. I have to give him shit.
He was watching us last week too.
That's right. The prodigal son has returned. Okay.
For now.
Depending on where you rent it. Most of the titles, the big titles on say Fandango were $30.
It was about the same price in the long run. Overall, even it did matter where you went, but for the most part, they were on average the same price as getting a movie ticket. And that money was going straight to whoever provided that streaming. Now,
worst place to take a date is the movies because you can't talk, but you don't know that at 16.
Whoa!
I will say
to go to the movies and then nothing constructive comes from it.
I will say that I think there is a disagreement on what the actual pricing for the theaters is, like what the breakdown is what the theaters get versus what the studios get. It depends on the deals that they make with the studios. Disney obviously gets the largest cut versus any of the other studios because they're Disney and they're tyrants. But I think that agreement has changed ever since the scamdemic. I think the universally accepted answer is the breakdown is 50-50 roughly now. So what's made in the box office, double that to get to the number that the studios want to see. Damn Mouse Empire. But anyways,
I don't like waiting for my Popeye's chicken or for a movie.
Whoa, dude!
And there's a story.
There's another thing
story.
Yeah.
There's another point right there. Is the commercials, the advertisements at the theaters nowadays are almost as long as the movies.
Are they really? I haven't been in a long time.
Feels like,
dude, it's
feels like they
Runtime
last as long
is
as the
about
movies.
on average 2.5 hours, and I don't think I sit in that theater for 5 hours.
It was an exaggeration, okay? But
I
the
know,
point
I'm
is
just
that
pulling your leg.
the point is if I go to a 3:30 showing, that means I want the movie to start at 3:30. I don't want it to start at 3:40. I don't want it to start at 3:45. I don't want it to start at 4:15.
Fucking hate that shit,
I want it
bro.
to start at 3:30. That's the other reason you don't go to theaters anymore, is because it's like I despise commercials. If a commercial comes up I won't go
I'm
into
paying
that,
$15 for a fucking ticket. I shouldn't be paying for a fucking commercial. I'm on board with this at Mariner. Fuck that shit. And to go even further with that, fuck you, Amazon, that have 2 different fucking tiers. So you have Amazon Prime, but it's not the good Prime. It's the fucking medium fucking poor people Prime that I have to watch commercials when I watch a goddamn movie.
I agree with that.
Eat a fucking cock. I fucking hate those people. They should die in a fucking fire. The people get with those shit. Die in a fire.
I will agree that I
them.
hate advertisements when I pay for a subscription service. However, I will say that I got a little bit of leeway for the commercials at a movie theater, only because
I can't hear him.
Sometimes that's the only way I know a movie's coming out.
I'm not talking about the movie trailers. I'm talking about the commercials before they show you any.
Oh no, fuck them.
Would you like a Diet Coke?
Cactus.
Let's go out to the lobby. Let's go out to the
lobby. Let's go out to the lobby.
You can
and
run,
walk
but you
right
can't
out
hide,
the door.
Bitch.
Movies were only good for copping a feel when you're teens. That's it.
Well.
Right? Am I right? Grab a little inner thigh, you're good to go. Maybe a titty.
I'll definitely say that I think Tom Sarandos Ted Sarandos.
So does
I think he's delusional, And also, fun fact: somebody has said that he's in the running to be Bob Iger's replacement.
I'm going to save the industry
Turn
by
down the
destroying the
job.
industry. It's like, I'm going to save the border by having more illegal aliens come in. Yeah. It's like almost the same philosophy. All right. We done with this? We got to get to Mariner.
Yeah.
Got to get to the Mariner topic.
Beaten with the dead horse.
Yes. We're beating it like Soda does on a Saturday night.
And
I love that
Sunday
picture.
and Monday.
That is a good picture.
I don't know who did that though.
I do.
Wait. I didn't
Soda
pick the
and
paw.
Winry did this image, and they were worried that that Mariner wouldn't like it.
I like the 3D diver's helmet.
It's awesome. Mariner
is cool.
Siege. So what's up for Mariner Siege tonight? This is a brand new segment. So what are you talking about today, Mariner?
The new Predator trailer has dropped. I don't know if we can cue it up. I don't know if it's a slide or not, but basically,
my baby's mama.
by the way,
Wow.
You
Like my
could say
ex-wife.
that's your baby or your baby's mama, last I heard.
wait, is this an actual picture of the? No, it can't be, because it's got
Okay.
nostrils. But the point, but anyways, so the latest Predator movie trailer has dropped, and they did the monster reveal at the end. Except it's not a monster reveal. Apparently, this is the hero reveal, as in the
What?
Predator is not the villain anymore. Hey. Second problem is that second problem is the Predator looks like a 1990s cable TV monster, rubber mask
Is
and
it
all.
called Predator Badlands?
Predator Badlands.
Okay.
Can you see the zipper in the picture?
Wow.
No, but the only part that looks like it's got had any attention done is from here. Like in the original Predator 2, like they had fingers. The mask was all wet and gooey. It twitched and all this stuff.
You want me to play it?
I do segments. Like there's a particular scene. There's a couple of spots like about midway through.
I didn't think you survived.
Like pause
This
it,
is where we
maybe
get flagged.
click ahead, or just.
Oh,
So there's that. You can pause there. That's a good one. So yeah, the only part of this that looks alien is the mask. The rest, can you go back a few frames? We get
Looks
a
like
full
it's got an
body
extra
shot.
chromosome.
Go a little bit further forward. Forward, back a little bit more. There, that's good enough. So there's no presence to that body. It's rubber. It's got something here, something here, something here, but it looks like a 1990s Monster of the Week monster.
Nova Dragon just said that it looks like Dwayne Johnson. He ain't no Predator.
Where were you? What?
I can't understand a word you fucking said.
You just said that it looks like Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
He said, Dwayne, get out
okay.
of here. You ain't no Predator.
Okay. But see, there's several problems with this. Like I said, the size of this body size is one. The fact that he looks like a Klingon.
Kind of does.
The fact that that's not supposed to be hair on the Predator's head. The original Predator had the tendrils at the side of the head. That was iconic. That was so iconic, in fact, that Michael Bay had one of the Decepticons in Dark of the Moon look like Predator. But that's not hair. So why is it like doing this undercut braid thing back this way? That's not hair. That's not what you do with the hair. But there's no presence here.
It's like a
Except
vagina.
and the CG roar doesn't look that great either.
Huh.
So it's looks, but the tie-in and the part that I want to talk about is sort of the Alien versus Predator debate, because in this film they've got a Wayland eugenics android in it. So they're once again tying the two IPs together. But
which they've always kind of been.
yeah, I mean, I was a fan of the first Alien versus Predator film because they did that tie-in. I'd never been a huge Alien fan. Alien, I've seen them all. Alien, Aliens 2, Alien, whatever. I've seen them all. I've seen reviews on 3 and revealing how awful that movie was.
Yeah.
But there's but Alien Resurrection, I've seen all the aliens. I've seen the Alien versus Predator. I even saw Alien versus Predator Requiem. I'm sorry. I've seen all of the Predator films.
Alien Requiem for a Dream when he does heroin.
I don't get that connection.
Anyone know that movie Requiem for a Dream?
I've heard of
about
it.
heroin use. Never mind.
Whoa, dude!
It's an obscure reference.
Yeah,
I don't know if I'd say obscure, but
the Predator films have definitely gone downhill
Immediate
right along with
regret.
the Alien films. I've not actually seen the Alien. I've not seen Romulus, but by all reports, it's just a remake of the original. Has all the same story beats on it. It's like the comparison that Chieftain would understand. It's A New Hope versus the Force Awakens. Force Awakens just is a rehash of A New Hope with a lot of the same story beats on it. And so
I
the
never
whole
thought about that. Yeah, that's true.
so the whole thing, no one is probably looking forward to Predator. And I did a little bit of research because I wanted to, because it's from the guy who did Prey, which was a Disney Plus exclusive in the installment to the Predator series. And I watched it and I thought it was okay. I don't remember anything of it but the end. And the only part I remember of the end was the cave drawings illustrating how the aliens came and destroyed the tribe at the end or after the movie was over. And so it's debatable whether this will be any good. And also learned another thing. You cannot go watch Prey except for Disney or Hulu, Disney Plus or Hulu. I'm not paying for it.
Yeah, you're notoriously cheap. We know that.
But anyways,
I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. I wouldn't pay for it either. I'm honest. To be honest with you.
But even that, the Predators style, they tried to do a thing. I can't remember if it was Prey or if it was the movie that came before, but they decided to introduce a new Predator that was like a level 2 Predator alien, where it was extra thorny, extra freaky, extra large. And I don't think it went over very well. And so they keep trying to do these new things. And they're just, like I said, this particular movie, they just look like they're going cheap.
Yeah.
So it's not a good fit.
And every time we see cheap CGI, what do we say?
We could do it better.
It's gonna be interesting to see how this does.
I mean, I know a few girls. We wouldn't have to put makeup on them. We throw them in there like that.
Oh my god!
But yeah, I mean,
is this a female or male? I think somebody asked.
They don't say.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think you ever see a female predator in any of the movies.
I get a female, but I don't know why.
Yeah, you know what, Soda? I get that same kind of a feel. I think it's female.
Be interesting. I mean, that would explain why the hair,
same
why the
thing Soda was thinking.
Here.
It's more cut at the hips like a female to me.
Uh-huh.
But I mean,
what do we know?
It'll be interesting. Like I said, I may end up going to go see this and then doing a Merida review.
That was a Jack female.
Those are awesome. What did you say? That's a Jack female? Yeah. Like, have you ever seen Rhea Ripley? They had female predators before. I know. They're big.
I don't think they've had any. I'll have to go look, but I don't remember seeing any. Like, they never define any. Like, we only see
Show
one.
me your predator titties.
We only see one.
What the fuck?
We only see one body type, and that's jacked. We don't see any. We don't know anything. I don't know anything in the lore about reproduction.
I
I've
don't
never
know.
seen. They've never made a distinction between male
I
and
think
female
female
in any of
predators
the
have
movies.
nipple rings. Let's see a wonder for that.
Maybe.
That'd be
So,
hot.
I mean, with the current entertainment, trends, everything's jacked.
I mean, we gotta need a girl. I mean, this movie's the only thing we didn't see in the trailer was a girl boss. So maybe we
Are
actually
you
did see
sure
a girl
that
boss.
girl that they showed wasn't a girl boss? Just saying.
Pretty sure because she's falling on her face. You can't have a girl boss that falls on her face in the movie no more.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's fair. I mean, the last time they had one of those, it was Amber Heard.
No, she sat on Soda's face.
I mean, I'm not gonna complain if she
That's how you got
does.
herpes.
I mean, let's ask Soda. Have you been tested since then?
Yes.
Do you have gonosyphilitis, herpes, AIDS?
No.
Sorry, Mariner.
I
I'm
have-
sorry, Mariner.
I am clean. I can pull
so
up
we
the
just
report
confirmed
if you
that,
want.
that we just confirmed that she didn't sit on his face because he wouldn't be
Okay.
clean after that.
That's true.
No. Now,
Leave a green smear across. Oh God!
oh Jesus!
Whoa, dude.
Fucking hero, dude.
That's
He's
when they got
supposed to
the
be the
cover.
voice of reason. If he starts saying that shit, we're in fucking trouble.
Right?
We're
they got-
on 10 o'clock hour, so we're a
That's
quarter
where they
to
got the
10
cover
here.
art for Prey.
And now down goes Mariner.
I can officially retire. My job
You're
is
a
done.
bad influence on Mariner. Remember how sweet and nice Mariner is, and like totally corrupted by us. He's wearing the shirt.
You still can't get me to swear on camera.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I didn't say dick once.
Yeah, I didn't say.
Not
dick.
on stream.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between a dick and a cock, Mariner? Mariner, do you have a comment on that?
One's between the legs and the other's just above me.
Oh,
I'll leave it to you to be the judge.
There's the burns. Oh, that was a third degree burn here. Oh,
Good
heartburn
Lord.
now. It's so bad, my heart's burning.
Yeah, 911. I got to report a heart attack.
Oh man, if I didn't have such a huge ego, that would really hurt my feelings. All right.
Out of nowhere, I think that's the first time Maya
that's
said
the first thing
anything
Maya
today.
goes, wow. And you know, like, this is how she's going, wow. Like that. You see the shit I deal with during the week? You know, it's a wondering I wasn't in therapy earlier. Moving on. Check out Ferguson Brothers Cards. Ferguson Brothers Cards on eBay, on Instagram, and fergusonbrothers.com. Is that right?
FBcards.net.
FBcards.net.
We shortened it for now.
Dang, I got Maya to stop cooking for about 5 seconds.
And here is a sexy Sicilian version of the Chieftain and a sexy version of Hero and Soda. 25% off. I'm sorry they don't come in a lot of colors. They're very limited, but that's okay. And you could just check. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me turn off my background.
Go ahead.
Let me
Show
turn off my
the
background.
Hell
Turn
yeah.
off the stupid background. There we go.
I'm the chieftain, bitch.
I'm the
And then we
Chieftain,
got,
bitch.
whoa, dude.
Whoa, dude. That's my favorite one. I like that
And
one.
then we
the best.
got Hero.
And the Hero hoodie.
Hero
A lot of
hoodie.
alliteration there.
And then they've also got on the front, on the sleeve, they've got the flag. If I can,
The American flag. Yeah.
where'd it go?
On the
There it is.
t-shirt, yeah, there.
They are awesome.
Even though they're made in China, that's cool.
Hey,
And
we
then
could get
on
China
the front,
printed
you've also
on our
got one
flag.
of the, also you got
And the
this
little
on the front.
puppy.
Yep,
Dogs
that's
are
my
better than
girl.
cats.
Soda, you got just another mini soda. Chieftains, you got mini chieftain.
Man, I really wish I looked like that. I'd be on the fucking Jersey Shore. Gym
I
tan
don't know if
laundry,
that'd be
man.
worthy. You got your garbage human handy?
I don't. I didn't bring that one because I figured
Oh.
that design was out
Do
of.
you have it,
out
Hero?
of.
Oh,
Do you have
wait.
yours around? If you have to get up and get it. There it is. There's the garbage human one.
Oh,
that
you
I
meant
had,
that. Okay.
The shot
Yeah, I've
glasses. Only 15 were made.
Oh, dude.
So some of the crew got them, and some people in Washington D.C. got them. Garbage humans, because Hero always says garbage human. Well, not always, but
garbage.
My soundboard were working, I would do it.
Garbage human.
there it is.
Garbage human.
All right. So, what mobile game is the grandma arrested for murdering her husband? Merge Mansion, Gardenscapes, or Shadow Legends? Let's hit the thinking music one more time.
I'm gonna go with B. I don't remember.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah.
We had a 3-way tie on this earlier, guys.
3-way.
Just go ahead and put your answer in the chat.
Oh.
He needs to, Foxy. He definitely needs to get his soundboard working. If not for
Still
his
doubling. Oh, I think I know what it is.
Because he says it's not a game because it's mobile.
I got it. Okay, I fixed it. There was the speaker section on my mixer was turned on my Streamlabs for some reason. I accidentally turned it on. That's why it was doubled over. Well, I found the problem, so that's good. So now it's not doubling over anymore.
Yay!
He did a thing.
Because my apologies, everybody, for my unprofessionalism on the live. That's my fault.
Your colloquialisms.
Colloquialisms. I can't say that word.
Colloquialisms.
I can't say philanthropy. I can't say that word. I can't say it.
Good Lord.
There's a lot of other big words I can't. I use some sort of word like that on a live on TikTok, and they're like, "Oh, you're using big words." I go, "I use that word all the time." I'm sorry. Do you want me to use smaller words for your special needs brain? I'm like, sometimes
I don't know
it just
how
comes
I
out.
feel
I'm not-
about that.
it just comes out as part of my normal vernacular. That's what I said, vernacular. And he's like, "What does that?" I'm like, "You don't know what vernacular is? Have you ever written a fucking thesis, you troglodyte?" So
When I was in third grade,
I don't try to make people sound stupid. I just use it as my normal vocabulary. I'm not dumbing down my language for dumb people.
I got my vocabulary from Star Trek. When I was in third grade, I used a big word, and the kid next to me said, "Why do you use so big words?" I said, "Can you be more specific?"
I
can't say a lot of big words, so I don't even say them. I'm not
feel
trying to
some
sound
type of
smart.
way because sometimes I say some words and you guys make jokes about it, and now here's Chieftain saying, "Well, I said this big word," and it totally caused somebody
is your
to.
favorite.
Yeah, that's his favorite.
Your favorite
canonical.
fucking word is canonical.
I haven't
his
said
fault.
that in ages.
Or the phrase you like to "in the vein of."
But those aren't big words. Those are just
No, those
turns
are
of
phrases.
phrases.
I said you use phrases like "in the vein of." I remember that because he was like, then I started using it and be like, that's Hero saying, "Why are you stealing Hero saying Chieftain?" I go, because it's such a great turn of phrase. I'm stealing his shit.
But I just
Anyways,
feel
what's
some
the
type
answer
of
to the
way-
trivia?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The answer is
Vagina.
Merge Mansion. And Merge Mansion, yes. I guess that is a picture from Merge Mansion.
I've never heard of this game.
MILF.
Everybody's heard of freaking Raid Shadow Legends, but I've never heard of this game.
Yeah, this kind of looks like the lady, but she was hotter that me and Soda were banging in my dream last night.
Oh, wait, was I doing banging anybody
weird.
with you?
It was a weird fucking dream. It was an older hot lady. I can't. I'm not sure how much I can say in the live. It was fucking Soda. It was fucking weird. Like you're just going to town on this chick, and then
that's nice.
And then I'm like just like she's like, I have her head, and it's just weird. And then all of a sudden we're going to switch, and I couldn't perform, and I woke up.
Oh, you can perform, eh?
It was the weirdest thing.
Hero, why are we here?
Oh my
I don't know anymore.
I'm quitting after this one.
Hey, Soda. Hey, Soda. not that you'd admit it, but was this a shared dream experience?
Don't ask that question.
It was the weirdest fucking dream.
Oh my
I had like a
God.
fever dream last night too. I had another dream where I was flying over people and
Oh Lord.
someone stole my Jeep and then my Jeep folded out to a kind of like an RV or something. And then
Don't
like
go
there were
get your
people
Jeep.
trying to get me and I could fly, but they were jumping up and grabbing me and like pulling me down and I kicked them and I tried to go away. Like I was having these like weird fucking dreams last night and they were fucking real as shit.
Next, you're
And
going to be
Jason,
telling me they were
It
lucid.
was fucking
I would say,
crazy.
did you have some mushrooms or something?
I didn't
Yeah,
have
it's like
any of the pot brownies or anything. No weed, no THC. I just kept on like, I don't know. I was having anxiety last night for some reason. I don't know why.
Well, I'm glad that you think
Have
of
you checked
me
your
having
water?
sex with you and another woman while you're having anxiety. That makes
And
me
I don't
feel
even,
good.
that's not even the ratio I go for. That's not the ratio. It's
Oh,
FMF
my.
at the most or FFFFM.
What?
That's it.
F?
My hero's gone.
Chieftain's dirty dreams.
The mobile
Oh my
subscriber you are trying to reach is currently unavailable.
On that note.
And
I don't know.
probably, see, it couldn't have probably been at the same time because
Maya,
Well, I guess looking at this cookbook isn't going to happen tonight.
I probably was.
she's
He was
over there
probably.
snorting and laughing her ass off, isn't she?
I don't care as long as we get views. That could be the butt of every joke. I got made fun of for Popeyes. Kimmy was making fun of me for Popeyes for a fucking day because I was sitting online for 40 minutes making a scene in front of black people getting all mad at me. It's like, where's my fucking chicken? You killing the chicken in the back? I'm like holding court and shit.
That's okay. Maya needed a good laugh today. So.
Oh God, it was so weird, Soda. It was the fucking, and then I couldn't perform. That was the worst part. I was like, what am I running on empty?
I mean, were you
How do
looking
you
at
feel
my
about that, Mary?
penis? That's the question. Were you looking at my penis?
No.
Oh my God.
That was never. It was. Anyway, what?
Good God.
Kidding. Someone mute him.
I'm on the bench, so I would.
At least other than maybe.
Well, the mute mouth is what? How much is that?
Let me see.
Maybe
Hold on.
minus Mariner, we're all comfortable with this conversation.
I'm about to nuke button.
Oh, that's great.
All right,
I needed
so
that. That was awesome. Thank you.
So when do you do these streams now? Are they on Saturday?
We've been doing them on Saturday. We're gonna try to do it. Maya's working tomorrow, so and then I'm helping Hero since I said I would. But yeah,
It'll
we'll
be
probably
towards the evening for me, and because I got soccer games tomorrow.
It's kind of how how she feels too tomorrow. So.
If you want more
It's in the
details
weekend
about
bracket.
that story, I'll be in the Discord for about 30 minutes. I'm not doing
Holding
it on the
court.
live.
I
I've
want
already
full
thoroughly
details.
embarrassed myself.
No, I want full details. Just saying.
Maya says off at 3 tomorrow, so maybe.
We're a maybe.
Have our clips been making it over there to that TikTok?
Yeah. I have to do
How did they
more
do it?
because I think we
Haven't
ran
seen it.
out, so I have to do more.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going over there. Yeah, they're fine. Rogue Penguin keeps on liking them. Kimmy keeps liking them. A lot of my TikTok friends keep liking them, so that's cool. And I got a shout out today on a live. That was really cool. They go, don't forget to check out a bunch of fucking virgins, 40-year-old virgins, I think, talking about video games is what he said. I'm like, fuck you, dude.
I mean, true.
absolutely
virgin.
not. I've got
It's
the
not
living
true.
proof that
I'm
it's
like, you're
not
an
true.
asshole, dude. I would say his name, but there's people that know him here, and I don't want to. I don't want to put him on blast. He's already dealt with a lot of shit in his life. So.
It's all good. It's all good. We can link the TikTok to. Well, that's a conversation for later.
It's already linked.
Huh?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if it's broken or not.
I will assist you.
All right. Let's make sure you tell your friends. But not your older, hot-looking grandmas, because apparently I have weird dreams about them. I don't know. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
He's got some pent up
I don't know.
sexual aggression in there.
It's been a while.
Dude. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me anymore.
It's been a long road.
I was gonna go with the Nickelback version.
What about some Bad Omen?
Hey,
What about some?
I'm getting exposed to new metal from Kimmy, and like the music that is really fucking good too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So yeah,
You're talking my shop now.
yeah. So like I'm gonna have to make a new playlist on Pandora, and just with like all these other bands, just to get, because I know I get through my workout in 15 minutes because everything's like really fast. So,
You said Pandora?
yeah, Pandora.
How last decade is that?
Pandora was bought by.
Thank you, Kimmy, for clarifying. Still my brand.
Metalcore, yeah. But yeah, Pandora is bought out by Sirius XM. It's the same thing. So you can use I have
still last
Sirius
decade.
XM, but the mix is better in Pandora, so I just use the Pandora mixes.
I gotta ask, did you at least like some of the stuff that I sent you a couple weeks ago, or were you confused?
Me?
Yes.
I was confused.
You were confused, of course.
Now, here is the thing. We're at 10 o'clock. So the choice is yours. Do we want to do a Jackbox night?
My answer is maybe we should give it to our viewers for a vote, because
That sounds good to me.
I could take it or leave it, not because I don't like it, but because it is kind of late and I've been having fun.
So, one in the chat if you guys want to play Jackbox, which is kind of a trivia fun game. Jackbox.tv. If you're going to do that, you would go into the Discord chat if we win. So one for yes, 2 to hear my whole grandma story in Discord. Sorry, one for that, 2 to hear. No, I'm just kidding. 1 to play, 2 not to play. Maya wants to play. Dark Nova wants to play. Soda wants to hear my grandma story.
I do. In detail.
1. All right. So it looks like, yeah,
Wow.
Kimmy wants to play. Gazoo, Maya, Dark. All right.
Hell yeah.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes. We need 1 more vote. There.
What is it, tied?
Alrighty.
No,
so,
really.
So how we want to do this, guys? Do we want everyone to go into the Discord chat, or do you guys want people to watch it on the live and mute the live? Like how's that? How we want to do that?
You know what? My vote's going to be, let's take it to the Discord and
All right.
not post it on the live. Not because I don't like being live, but because I think that is probably a better way to get involvement if we want more people, because we tend to draw a lot of people to our Discord chat.
All right. So just to be clear, you want me to end the live and have everyone go to the Discord chat?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Okay. So that's feasible. All right. So we're going to go play some Jackbox in Discord. So let's go ahead and do that. So thank you so much for coming. I'm Chieftain. To my right was our special guest, Mariner. Thank you for stopping by tonight, Mariner.
You are welcome, sir.
Hero right below me, and to his right is Soda Pop. And on behalf of all of us, we're going to sign off and lag out. See you guys next week. We'll see you in the Discord right now. The link is right there on the bottom of the screen if you are in Twitch. If you're in Twitch. We'll see you guys next week.
So much more.
if I could get this onto YouTube real quick.